At the still edge of a sleepy village, beneath the crimson gaze of a slowly dying evening sky, the Waystone Inn glowed warmly from within. Its windows flickered invitingly, projecting an amber hue onto the quiet crossroads outside. Inside, shadows swayed gracefully across polished oak tables and worn wooden floors. At the bar stood Kvothe, the innkeeper, movements swift and certain as he polished glasses. Few guests lingered at their seats, sipping quietly, lost in private reveries. Old Cobb, bent with age but still fiery-eyed, sat at his usual stool, recounting tales of bygone wonders. But tonight, his stories were not about magic and dragons. Tonight, the whispers drifting from his lips carried hints of dread, a grim stirring that had been glimpsed at the village's outskirts, supernatural whispers of shadows walking once more. Beside him, young Bast, dark-haired and bright-eyed, watched curiously, saying nothing as his gaze frequently drifted towards Kvothe. Suddenly, the door burst open, snapping every eye to attention. A traveller, cloaked and hood raised, staggered inside, breath ragged and heavy. Pale fingers loosened the cloak and revealed the face of a young man, eyes glinting sharply behind thin spectacles, instantly recognized as the chronicler. With a weary gaze, he uttered, "I have come seeking Kvothe, the one they call Kingkiller." A thick silence filled the tavern instantly. Mouths hung open. Unfinished mugs froze halfway. Shaky hands faltered. Kvothe's calm features shifted slightly as his steady eyes met the intruder's piercing stare. The name spoken aloud resonated through the room, charged with weighty implications and haunting memories. Kvothe inclined his head for a long moment, his voice careful, yet betraying a slight tremor beneath its measured calm. "Stories and reality rarely meet, chronicler. What makes you certain you'll find such a legend here?" The chronicler stepped forward, placing a worn notebook upon a table, his fingers brushing softly over leather bindings etched by endless miles journeyed. "Legends have a way of finding their way home, innkeeper," he replied softly. Bast narrowed his eyes, alert, and leaning subtly forward, curious, enchanted almost by possibilities shimmering in the tension-heavy air. Then, before Kvothe could reply, a sharp noise cracked in the distance, unmistakably something unnatural, born from dark intent. The candles flickered ominously, and a cold breath seemed to seep beneath doorways. Kvothe's expression hardened suddenly, masks of gentleness falling away to raw alertness. "Bars, bolt the doors, Bast. It seems trouble found us first." Kvothe's earliest memories were woven with the glow of fire-lit tales, laughter under starlit skies, and songs that echoed through restful autumn woods. As a child among the Edema Ruh, nomadic performers of music and theatre, he learned to resonate with the heartbeat of the road, enchanted by the rhythm of wheels rolling steadily along forest paths and open fields. His father, Arlidden, was a brilliant bard whose voice captured imaginations and whose tales painted dreams brighter than day. Kvothe's mother, Lorien, graceful as a dancer and quick as sunlight, taught him poetry, music, and how to charm an audience with just a smile. The troupe embraced Kvothe warmly, each member eager to pass down tricks, songs, and small enchantments. In these carefree days, Kvothe walked barefoot through meadow grass, humming softly, his fiery red hair glowing in sunlit beams, filtering gently through ancient trees. Each evening by firelight, Arlidden shared rich stories, tales of fairies who tread lightly on moonbeams and legendary heroes who walked in splendor among mortals. These stories sometimes hinted at darker mysteries, whispered truths hidden behind riddles and songs. But sheltered by his family's love and laughter, Kvothe hardly glimpsed the shadows woven into the lore he so cherished. Yet one afternoon, as leaves danced like sparks upon the roads of autumn, distant eyes observed the joyful caravan, hiding silently in shadow, unnoticed by anyone. That night, under the magical canopy of stars, Kvothe drifted to sleep, unaware fate's cruel hand was approaching, concealed carefully beneath shimmering veils of innocence, laughter and song. Morning dawned golden, and Kvothe raced along the fields, spirits high and laughter ringing forth. His dear friend and fellow troop member, gentle and clever Abinthy, lovingly known as Ben, began sharing secrets and hidden knowledge with the eager boy, strange whispered truths of sympathy, mysterious arts, and rudimentary magic. With each lesson, Kvothe moved closer to understanding worlds he had thought belonged purely in bedtime stories. Excited and passionate, Kvothe embraced his first subtle experience with sympathy, igniting something deeper within himself, something sharp and powerful, but uncertain. Yet as autumn deepened into chillier winter nights, a shadow fell quietly upon their travels. Conversations halted abruptly, eyes scanned darkening horizons, and laughter grew muted. The troop whispered nervously of strangers spotted along their routes and strange unrest among villagers. Kvothe sensed the tension, heard a tremor beneath his father's practiced stories, saw subdued anxiety behind his mother's careful smiles. And then Ben, quietly preparing to leave, warned him softly with haunting words. Remember, Kvothe, some stories should remain untouched, for they hold dark truths best left forgotten. Before Kvothe could plead more understanding, Ben departed the caravan, leaving him bewildered beneath a darkening sky that foretold something fearful approaching swiftly with nightfall. A chorus of laughter and soft music floated through the gentle evening air. Warm light spilled out from the colourful wagons of Kvothe's family and their Edema Ruh troop, dancing like fireflies on the grassy clearing. His mother, Lorien, sang softly, her voice weaving sparks of magic through the evening. Nearby, Kvothe's father, Arliden, captivated their small audience with tales spun from ancient myths. Kvothe curled beside the fire, heart filled with comfort and wonder, unaware of the shadows whispering at the edge of their camp. While the stars above shone gently, darkness stirred amongst the trees. Suddenly, a cold hush fell over the campsite, silencing even the wind. The flame flickered, faltered, then died, plunging everyone into an ice-cold darkness. Kvothe stood rigid, terror ensnaring his chest as shapes emerged from the shadows, eyes glowing with malicious hunger. Kvothe, hidden beneath the wagon, held his breath as shadows danced eerily around him. His heart hammered, quick and frightened. From his hiding place, he saw his parents confronted by mysterious dark figures radiating ancient, powerful menace. He reached out helplessly, whispering a desperate prayer. Arliden met Kvothe's gaze one last time, mouthing words his son could not hear. "Run," his eyes implored. Frozen by fear, Kvothe watched helplessly as inky smoke veiled the horrifying act that emptied his world of warmth and love. Time slowed, the night stretched into infinity. When morning arrived, Kvothe emerged shaking, alone beneath the pale dawn sky. The camp a smouldering ruin, his family and troop vanished forever. A sad, ghostly melody lingered faintly in the air, singing of loss and sorrow, compelling Kvothe to embark on a journey sparked by vengeance and shrouded in magic. Under a pale crescent moon, Kvothe entered the sprawling city of Tarbean, a maze of winding alleyways, vibrant marketplaces, towering buildings, and hidden corners. Warm tavern lights spilled gently over the cobbled streets, reflecting softly off crisp winter snows. Yet, beneath the city's warm outer skin lay darker layers where hope struggled to bloom. For the young orphan boy, this place of beauty was also one of aching loneliness and dire hardship. His bare, dirty feet sank into the snow-covered cobblestones, chilled to the bone as he tugged his thin cloak tighter. Hunger gnawed at his belly incessantly, every morsel snatched away by quicker, older street youths. An old woman selling hot buns stood near the corner and glanced sympathetically at him, whispering softly, "Luck be with you, flame-haired child. Watch your step in the shadows." Yet she turned away, afraid to risk association. Night after night, Kvothe learned the dance of survival, honing quiet footsteps down shadowed streets, a ghost slipping unseen alongside whispers in snow-still shadows. Memories of his lost family whispered into his mind, intertwining sorrow and warmth as he curled up in forgotten doorways. Every snowfall changed Tarbean, hiding yesterday's footprints and treacherous corners, and Kvothe quickly discovered that every fresh track could lead either to warmth or danger. Until one chilling night, fate offered him an unexpected chance. An overheard conversation by two soot-smudged lantern-bearers outside a dusty tavern sparked recognition. They spoke quietly of Chandrian and secret law, of hidden universities and magic. The whispered word, university, ignited something within Kvothe. A small ember flickered inside once again, drawing warmth from the memory of family tales he'd thought lost. Driven by his newfound purpose, Kvothe ventured deeper into the crowded labyrinth of Tarbean, hunting scraps of knowledge along with scraps of bread. Between narrow alleys and crowded market stalls filled with spices, strange relics, and whispered secrets, the city slowly revealed hidden mysteries. He discovered storytellers in bright-colored robes who told tales under torchlight, clues concealed elegantly in their fantastical words. Hope blossomed anew, feeding dreams of magic, adventure, and truths that might explain his family's end. One twilight, while chasing rumors and warmth near an ancient water fountain crowned with glittering icicles, he spotted something familiar, a delicate silver pendant belonging to his mother, worn by a shadowy figure disappearing swiftly into the crowd. His heart leaped painfully, and panic gave way to determination. Kvothe pushed through throngs filling the cobbled streets, trailing the mysterious figure deeper into the city's darker quarters. He followed into an abandoned courtyard hidden behind broken buildings, breath misting heavily in chilled air. Moonlight danced upon metal blades suddenly drawn from shadows, surrounding him with cold menace. The hooded figure stepped forward slowly, the pendant now glinting ominously against the dark fabric. A rich voice challenging softly from beneath the shadowed hood. "You've searched far enough, boy. Now tell me, why do you chase death?" Kvothe hesitated, breath heavy with fear and curiosity, before recognizing faint markings on the hooded man's sleeve. The Chandrian symbol. His heart froze instantly, the past rushing back with startling force as he realized the danger closing around him.
Thank you for venturing into this realm with me. If you crave more enchanted worlds, mythical battles, and secrets whispered from ancient pages, join the Guild of Storybound Explorers. Subscribe now and ring the bell to unlock every new quest the moment it drops. The next chapter awaits. Will you answer the call?